Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Mark and this is my 1979 Ferrari 308. Now my last video, which was a general garage update, I did say I was not going to do any work on the 308, I was just going to enjoy it. Famous last words. Now for those of you that have been following the channel, you'll know that I have been suffering with what I thought was a cold start issue and have done much investigation through the plugs and the fuel system. And in the last video that I did, which was just a general garage update, I did say that I was having fueling issues. I was getting no fuel at the carbs at all. But due to the house move, I didn't have time to fully diagnose. I did swap the pump out to see if that was the issue, which it wasn't, but essentially I was getting no fuel pumping up to the carburetors. It went into QV London and Mike stripped out the fuel system, bench tested it, everything was fine, including the original pump. So he refitted it with the only change that he made was the position of the earth connection of the pump. He test drove it, everything was running fine. I've been using it absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. Last time I used it was on a Saturday. We went out in it, I drove it, my wife drove it, no problems at all. Came back, parked it in the garage. Just over a week later, on a Tuesday, we went to go and use the car and it just would not start. So I don't know if it's the same issues again, so I'm going to start investigating and I'm going to run you through it, through the process that I didn't have time to before because of the house move. And I'm going to start by removing the airbox and having a look to see if there's any fuel coming out of the system. All right, so with the airbox off now, we can see these glorious quad carburetors. So I'm going to loosen this off. Unfortunately, all the screw heads are all pointing up, so I couldn't get access to those whilst the airbox was in place. So I'm going to undo that as I did before and put the ignition on and the fuel pump going, and let's see if we get any fuel. Now, before I do put the ignition on, in the week I did actually turn the ignition on and listen to the fuel pump, and normally it's reasonably quiet and quite smooth in operation, but I found it to be a little noisier than normal and it just seemed to miss a little. So I'll just try and overlay that sound now for you. And hopefully you can hear that it's not running as smoothly as it should, which is why I feel the issue is fuel related. And I am guessing at the moment we're not going to see any fuel coming out of here, that it is actually a blockage potentially in the tank. Okay, so I've got my assistant Oscar, who you may have seen in the Morris Minor videos. Right, I'm going to turn the ignition on and then just let me know if any fuel comes out.
Okay. No fuel so far.
Okay, and therein, my friend, lies the problem. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So as you could see, absolutely no fuel is coming through those pipes whatsoever, which is what I suspected. Now the pump is making a noise. It has been bench tested. I have put on another one previously, which wasn't on camera because I was just running out of time. So I don't think the problem's fuel pump. The problem is obviously fuel delivery. I've replaced the filters, I've cleaned out the filters in the pump. There is a filter in the bottom of the fuel tank. I have put a camera into the fuel tank and it looks extremely clean. So my gut feel now is it's something really small and it's floating around in the fuel tank, and most of the time it's floating around and it's absolutely fine, but on the odd occasion it's just settling right in the outlet pipe and blocking it and starving the car from fuel. Not quite sure what the solution is, but I'm wondering if either a good shake of the car, bear with me here, or if I get a jerry can full of fuel, whether that would mix everything up as I'm pouring it in, whether it starts mixing the fuel that's in the car around and therefore dislodging that temporarily. There is fuel in the car, probably too much for me to drain out at the moment. It's a tough one, but I kind of feel as though it could be something as simple as that that's causing me all this distress for the last 3 years, maybe 4 years, and I've gone through it all and this is the only thing that I can think of. I know it's not an air blockage or an air trap, because I have tried to start it with the fuel cap off as well, and that makes no difference at all. So this is my line of thinking. So now I've just got to come up with a solution of how to get around it. Okay, I have done absolutely nothing. I have just popped that fuel pipe back on, haven't even tightened it up. I've just put the ignition on again. The fuel pump is sounding smooth, and I can hear fuel around the system. Basically, it's a continuous system. It comes out of this tank over this side, around the carburetors, and goes back into this one. So fuel is constantly circulating, and I can hear it dropping into the other tank. Okay, Oscar, you ready?
Yeah.
Take two. Bear in mind, we have done literally nothing to the car. Anything?
No, nothing. Absolutely diddly squat coming out.
And also, the fuel pump is making that funny noise again, whereas it wasn't just now. Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. I can't hear the fuel this time round. The pump is noisier. It's not running evenly. I turned the ignition on and off a few times until I could hear the fuel pump, but it was quiet and it was constant. That is obviously the fuel pump working correctly and providing a good pressure to get fuel around the system, and the car starts.
Now, before I do start looking into this any deeper in terms of the fuel tank and the pump and potential blockages, I just want to check the wiring diagram to see if there's anything along the line that may be causing an issue, like a relay. So I've got the original wiring diagram up on the screen here. It's obviously a copy. The copy's not great. It's dirty for one, but also the lines are very hard to follow. They're very close together and it's not really that clear. But what I have been doing is I've started to put the wiring diagram onto CAD so I can hopefully follow it a little easier. Now, if we zoom in on the fuel pump, it's linked into the fuel sender, fuel level sender, which is obviously in the fuel tank itself. Now that we have got from there a green and black cable that comes all the way up to our fuse box. Now it looks as though it doesn't share a fuse with anything else. It is just purely this on its own. So there's nothing else in that line. There's no relays, there's nothing. The fuse boxes in this are notoriously poor in terms of their connection. So I'm definitely going to have a look at that when I next turn it on. If it's making that noise, let's have a little fiddle with the fuse and see if that can overcome the issue. Now looking at these three fuses here, we've got A, B and C. They're all interlinked. Now we've got the power coming in here. We've got an out to the ignition alternator warning lamp, sorry. We've got cables going out to the coils. We've got a cable going out to the fog lamp switch. Coming off the other side of the fuses, we go into speedometer. There's an impulse generator on the speedometer as well. Brake light switch. Another one I'm not quite sure where that goes. I've not really traced it through yet. Wiper switch and the window relay. So there's a lot going on in there, but nothing that I think is going to cause an issue to the fuel pump or the supply to the fuel pump. So I will just check that fuse. Let's see what today brings. So ignition on. Noisy fuel pump. So let's have a look at these fuses. This is our fuse box here as we come down dip beam. So on the diagram, that'll be the one that's on the right hand side. So we're looking at the left one here, electric pump. Third one in. Now just rotating that is making no difference. Right, that has just gone quiet again. So we've rebooted almost the pump, and that has now gone quiet and it's gone constant, which means it's working. So that now car should now start. Now interestingly, the pump just went noisy again and the car was starved of fuel. I've not had that, tell a lie, I've had that happen once before when I was out on the road, turn it off, turn it back on again, and it resolved itself. Similar issue just then.
Okay, we're back in the garage after a little drive, and the drive went fine, no issues at all. Starting the car, obviously it ran for a little bit, conked out, so it started being quiet. Then when it conked out, the fuel pump was noisy again. That happened twice, maybe 3 times. I then switched the 8 amp fuse for the one next to it and noticed that the copper connectors were not as tight as they should have been. So I've given them a little squeeze together, and that's now a good connection in there. And it was fine after that. We've gone out for a little drive. It behaved itself, but now we're back in the garage. I want to see if it's going to revert back to being noisy again, or was the whole issue that I was struggling with purely down to that fuse board and the connection to the fuses. Let's see. Right. No, it is noisy again. So whatever the issue is still ongoing, and I don't think it's electric, which really narrows it down to being some sort of blockage in the pipe or the tank. Off, back on again, and it's cleared. So I don't know if the blockage is in the pump, whether I need to dismantle the pump, give that another good clean, or whether it's in the tank itself. But finally, I am narrowing it down to an issue within a small location. I have not filled up with fuel. It's less than a quarter of a tank at the moment, so I might be able to drain it. Another video for another day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have got any idea of the problems I'm facing, if you've suffered this and have found a resolution to it, please write something in the comments down below. As well, I'd say it's pulling my hair out, but obviously I don't have any of that. But this has been going on for a number of years now, and it's just getting really frustrating. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, cheerio.